Number 8. This one, their answers confound me. I'm not sure where they came from. We'll get to that in a second. We have a graph, and we are told for the linear function f, the table shows 3 values of x and their corresponding values of f of x. Which equation defines f of x? Anytime we have an f of x equation, and it can come in other ways. It can be g of x, h of x, whatever. F of x is the most common. It just is. So, okay, so we have f of x. When you have f of x equals something, every single time you see that, and honestly, when I first saw functions, I was just like, what's the point of this? Isn't this the same as y equals? Yeah, it kind of is. There is one key sort of difference, which with the f of x, it always sort of starts with the x. The x is the input, and the y is the output. The f of x is the output. That's the sort of difference. With y equals x, they are more like on a level playing field. They both can be input or output, depending how you look on it. But f of x is the input. So like if it was x plus 3, then it would be f of, let's say, 4 would mean I plug 4 in wherever there's an x, and then what I get is f of x. That's the output. After I do bloop, 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 I do the math, then the answer you get is your f of x value. Input and output. So we have this table where we have an input and an output. There is an equation where they plugged in 0 and they boop, 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 did the math and they got 29. Then they plugged in 1, they did the math, they got 32. They plugged in 2, they did the math, they got 35. Which of those equations was it? So we don't have to come up with this. We just have to look at the equations they've already provided and see which one would be true. The reason I find their answers so weird is so many of them get eliminated right off the bat. Like you can just, I don't know. I'll show you what I mean here instead of just beating around the bush. Let's start with our first value. X is 0 and f of x is 29. So I need to plug 0 in. I should get 29. If I plug 0 in for x in all of these, 3 times x, 29 times x, etc., I'm going to get 0, right? 3 times 0, 29 times 0, 35 times 0. All going to be 0. So what am I going to get? In this first one, if I plug that in, I'm going to get 29. That matches. That's a possibility. This one I'm going to get 32. So that one's out. This one I'm going to get 29. Okay, maybe. This one I'm going to get 35. That one is out. And then right off the bat, the next one, plug in a 1 and I get 32. You don't even have to do this math. Look at this down here. Look at this one C right here. Even before you do the math, if I plug in 1 for x, 35 times 1 is 35. I don't have to add 29 to it to know that's more than 32. Like 35 plus a positive number, is that 32? No. See, like you don't even, it's right there. That's it. If you want to go ahead and put those in, you absolutely can. You plug in 1 for x. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 29 is 32. Plug in 2 for x. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 29 is 35. You can if you want to. Honestly, when I looked at this, I thought there was a mistake. I thought just as soon as I saw these huge numbers for x and these tiny little outputs, and like I didn't even hardly do any math. I just looked on like 29 times 1 plus 32. Is that 32? What? 29 plus 32, 35 plus 29, 32 plus 35. I don't know what they were thinking, honestly, because I mean, it's nice. It's nice for us who are taking the test. I mean, why not give us one where it's really, I think, really straightforward. They don't give you any answers that are close. I'll say that. You don't have any with these small numbers. They all are just huge. I guess what they're counting on is you not knowing what f of x means and just plugging these numbers in somewhere and thinking that's going to give you the answer. But that's not the case for you, right? Right, because now you know what f of x means, and you will look at this and go, you silly College Board, why did you give me those answers? I know, without even doing any major math, there's no way I could do these things, plug 1 in and get 32 on any of these. How would that be possible to plug 1 in for x and get 32? Definitely A is my answer. Hey guys, just a quick heads up, I've got some cool stuff coming for y'all, including a free course full of SAT tips and tricks, as well as an exhaustively complete course on everything you need to know for the SAT, both math and reading. So subscribe to the channel to get notified when that goes live. I'm also going to put it in the comments and description below as soon as it does. In the meantime, if this video was helpful or useful in any way, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.